Hey everybody, Larry Lawton here. I got a great video for you today. I have a special guest with me. I have a movie expert named Palacio. Yes, you heard him on my podcast. He is the man, and I know for a fact, I know him for 10 years, and we discuss movies, all movies. We're gonna be getting movie questions from you guys, and I want you guys to make sure you check us out on YouTube member programs, Patreon. Our Discord is going crazy. The Real Deal podcast with Larry Lawton. Check it out. It's all over the place. Check out the book, Gangster Redemption. Check out our merch. Check out all that stuff. So, Al, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic, Larry. How are you?
Very good. I got Al Palacio, who's a good friend of mine, and we're movie buffs. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. We got questions from my audience.
Really? Okay.
From movie questions, and this is going to be fun. Now I'm going to jump right in, and we got a bunch of questions from people on YouTube, and these guys want to know the answers, so you're going to be getting it. First of all, I'll let everybody know he's got a couple of scripts in the works. One for a continuation of Sopranos. We're not going to talk about what it's about.
I would love to promote that to somebody.
Absolutely. And listen, I know you. You've went over it with me, and it's interesting shit. And one for The Godfather.
Yeah,
which is pretty wild.
That would be a home run too, Larry.
Well, I think it's needed. I mean, right now there hasn't been a good mob movie out in a long time. So we're gonna get into some movies, Al. Okay, one of the questions was ask him about the end of Goodfellas when Ray Liotta is in witness protection and walks outside to get the newspaper. Look closely and you'll see the paper is actually what?
The paper that he comes out when he's talking about when he wanted spaghetti and meatballs and all he gets now is egg noodles and ketchup.
Yes, exactly.
Is the Youngstown recorder.
You know, you're right. It's Youngstown Vindicator.
There we go.
Wow. Holy fuck. Good for you, man.
I believe that was an homage to the people from Ohio and how big the mob was in Youngstown and in the Midwest.
Actually, you're right. The producer-director put that in on purpose due to Youngstown's infamous mob history. I didn't know Youngstown had a big mob. And listen, I know the mob pretty well, and I didn't know that. Here's a great one. Let's see if you can get this. This is a tough one. I am lost. What's the name of the song that Johnny Fontaine sings at the wedding?
Come on, you gotta go stronger than that, really? That's easy. That's I Have But One Heart.
What? How does it go?
I have but one heart. Right? And all the girls go crazy.
Yeah, oh my God.
Talia Shire's there, everybody's
there. Yeah, the mother.
Everybody's running out. Vito comes out of the office to greet him.
Was Vito? Oh yes, he was given the favors.
Yes, he was given the favors, and he came out of his office to meet his godson, and then he took him back in
and slapped the shit out of him.
You stop by acting like a man.
I love it. Oh, that is great. Scorsese should have got an Oscar for Goodfellas, but got beat out by who?
Man, was that 1990 or 91? I would have to say it was Dances with Wolves with Kevin Costner.
Absolutely. Very fucking good. Hey, yeah, I gotta give you a fist bump on that. Henry Hill was associated of what mob family?
The Lucchese's.
Yes, very good. That was easy for you, huh? At the end of Goodfellas, who played the prosecutor who introduced Henry and Karen to witness protection?
He's actually a real prosecutor. He was a legitimate.
You know this?
Yes, he was a real prosecutor in the.
You're right. The actual prosecutor on the case who played himself. Who was it?
Yeah, I don't remember the guy's name, but he's out of the.
Wow, you knew that.
He's out of the Southern District of New York.
Ed McDonald. Wow, I did not know that.
He was in a couple mob movies.
Okay, a bunch of good questions coming.
Okay.
Who does Sonny bang in the bathroom during Connie's wedding?
He has sex with Vincent Mancini's mother.
Holy fuck, how did you know that?
Yes, because they actually used her in Godfather 3. She was Andy Garcia's mother. Andy Garcia's mother in Godfather 3 is the actual actress from Godfather 1. It was brilliant how they brought back all the old actors to...
I really didn't fucking...
Yeah.
You actually... How did you know that? Did they say... I don't remember ever saying the name of the girl.
No, I remember because Vincent Mancini, played by Andy Garcia, that was his mother.
Yeah, but I don't remember doing when he was banging a girl. Remember he was banging her up against the thing
Right,
when they were looking for him?
I don't think they ever say the name.
Oh.
Tom Hagen was the one knocking on the door.
Yeah, I said, hey, your father wants you or something.
All right, I'll be right out.
Yeah,
Gives him a smirk.
Pretty good one. Here's a good one. In Goodfellas, Lois Bird, played by Welker White, was supposed to move a shipment of cocaine on an airline flight for Henry Hill.
Yes.
At the last minute before going to the airport, she demanded that Henry take her back home to pick something up because she refused to fly without her lucky what?
Hat. Her lucky hat. She said, I won't do it. I won't fly without it. It's my lucky hat. We gotta go get it.
I do remember that part. That little fucking kid.
And they said, Karen, can you believe it? I gotta go back to fucking Weehawken and get this fucking girl's hat because she won't fly without her fucking hat.
He was, you know, how they made him up to be so geeked out. You remember, like, the makeup and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, those Goodfellas did a great movie. You know, a lot of people ask me out about my stuff and movie. I've been off in movies already, but they weren't by enough of a reputable company to make the movie that I want. And it's got to be that kind of quality.
You got to hold on. Sylvester Stallone held off for like 6 years. Lived in a car.
Did he?
Until they agreed. Lived in a car until they agreed to
do Rocky?
To do Rocky and to let him play Rocky.
As a little bit of a test for knowledge here, ask him what Jimmy Two Times' only line is in Goodfellas.
I love that line. I'm gonna go get the papers. Get the papers.
That was his only line.
The only line. The only time it comes out in the movie.
Isn't that when they were introducing everybody at the bar?
Yes. They walk in. They said it was me, Jimmy, Tommy, and then there was Anthony.
What, the black guy was Slick?
But Slick was later. That's when they're going around introducing. When they walk into the Tiki Lounge, and they're introducing everybody, and he tells them, he goes, it was me, Jimmy, Tommy, and Anthony Stabile. It was and Frankie Carbone and Mickey Eyes.
Frankie Carbone, boy, they froze him.
Yeah, they did.
That was a good one. Okay, here's one, and you're gonna have to name them both.
Okay.
Of the 5 families in The Godfather, I want you to name all 5, and I want you to name all 5 families in New York.
Barzini, Tattaglia, Corleone, Stracci, Cuneo.
Very good. I wouldn't have got Cuneo. I know Stracci.
Yeah.
And Barzini. I knew it was Barzini all the time. Is a pimp. Yes, I love that. And name the 5 families in New York. I mean, that's easy for me.
Gambino.
Of course.
Bonanno.
Hmm?
Profaci.
No. Colombo.
Genovese.
Yes.
Lucchese.
Yes, very fucking good. Are you really fucking? You got a little bit of a little white guy in you, I think. I don't know. What kind of car does Karen's neighbor across the street, who pushes her out of the car, drive?
A Corvette. I don't remember if it's a 57 or 58, somewhere around that area.
Yeah, it was.
They were fixing the engine. They were working on the engine when Henry walked across the street.
Slapped him with a fucking pistol whip.
Yeah, pistol whipped him in the nose. The other kid says, "Don't shoot!"
And then he takes the gun. Yeah.
Don't shoot!
Fucking pussy. In Goodfellas, the character of Jimmy the Gent Conway was changed from what original name and why?
Connor.
No.
Connor.
His real name.
Jimmy. It was Jimmy Connor.
No.
No.
Jimmy Burke.
Jimmy Burke. I'm sorry. You're right.
And supposedly it was because his sister wanted $50K for the rights.
Really?
Yeah. Dominic Chanisi. You know who he is?
Uncle Junior.
AKA Junior Soprano.
Yeah.
In The Sopranos, played what character in The Godfather?
Johnny Ola.
Wow, I knew he played something, but he played Johnny Ola.
Yeah, he got killed. He got killed by the second Rocco.
Okay, true or false? The beating James Caan gave to Gianni Russo was real because he didn't like him and he had to be pulled off of him. Is that true?
So that is true, but not for the reason that I believe. It's
tell me, do you know the reason? I mean,
well, I just saw it on The Offer, right? The show is great for those of you that haven't.
Oh yes, I didn't see it.
Fantastic! You got to watch The Offer. It's the way they made the Godfather and all the trials and tribulations that they went through in making that, and I believe they portray it as he went overboard on the scene where Talia Shire gets beaten by him after throwing a tantrum at the house, and it was all a setup to get Sonny out to the.
But the Talia Shire, but that was beforehand, wasn't it?
No, yes, he beat her, and in the offer they explain it like in that scene Gianni Russo went overboard. And then I don't know
actually in the scene.
Yeah, actually in the scene he went overboard. So
really,
in the show The Offer, Albert Ruddy, and I don't want spoiler alert, right?
Yeah. It's a great show.
Great show.
It's on what
Paramount. Paramount. So Al Ruddy contracted James, sidebar with James Caan and told him this guy went a little, overboard on Talia Shire. She's got a black eye. So, apparently James Caan, according to the way that that's written in the show, gave him a beating.
A legit beating?
A legit beating.
Oh, I mean, that was a pretty good scene, though, I'll tell you that.
I hear he bit his hand, he cracked a couple ribs. I mean, James Caan was no...
James Caan was a tough guy, too. I mean, he played a lot of movies,
Played a lot of movies. I hear the guy was a tremendous sportsman. He could play...
Good athlete.
Yeah, good athlete.
Okay, let's go old school on you, Al.
Okay.
Who played Al Capone in 1967 film The St. Valentine's Day Massacre? This is Al Capone, St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
I know the actor. I want to say his name is like Wes Hart or something like that. It was in the black and white.
Jason Robards.
Yeah,
Jason Robards. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I have no fucking clue.
I almost told you James Cagney, but I realized that's in Public Enemy #1.
Cagney was great, man. Come on. Who plays Tommy DeSimone's mother?
Martin Scorsese's real mother plays Tommy.
Is that his real mother?
His real
the
mother.
one who does the story in Italian, and he asked for the knife when he went to.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, what are you gonna do with that knife?" His secretary goes, "Did I show you the painting?"
No. With the dogs going different ways.
Yeah, she said, "Did I show you the painting?" That's her painting.
Then she also did the. She goes, "What do you need?" He goes, "Oh, it got a paw caught in the grill."
It's a sacrilege, right?
No, the paw.
A hoof.
That was a great one. Do most mob movies lean harder towards sugarcoating things or over-exaggerating?
I would have to say over-exaggerating, because there's no money in sugarcoating.
I'm going to disagree, and I'll tell you why, my professional opinion. My book could have been worse. I'm just thinking how they would portray it. I mean, am I dumbing it down? Not dumbing it down. Do I want to go full bore?
Toning it down.
Toning it down or full bore. You know me pretty well, so that's a little bit different. But I just, some of the things that, I know there were things that worse with Crazy Gallo, and I remember I was not involved, but I was around during the Colombo Wars. And it's in 92. I was hot and heavy in my business in New York, back and forth from Florida. And I remember 12 people got killed. Vic Arena's a friend of mine. He's a mob boss, and he was trying to take over from the Persicos. And there were 12 people, and they had you know who the Grim Reaper is, right?
Yeah.
Scarpa.
Yeah.
Greg Scarpa. Fucking, he was an informant. They find out later he died of AIDS. The whole work. Did you know that whole story?
I didn't know he died of AIDS.
Yeah, he did die of AIDS. He had a blood transfusion.
What was the other guy's name? Gas Pipe?
Oh, God. Gas Pipe. You're talking about crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was, oh my God, Vic Amuso and Gas Pipe were fucking, like, he was the underboss to Vic Amuso. Vic Amuso took over the Lucchese's, and Gas Pipe Casio was his name. And that fucking crazy motherfucker too. I mean, they were fucking whack. They're the ones who had Caracappa and Eppolito.
Yeah, the two cops.
And again, I met them. I didn't meet. I knew who they were. We knew they were cops. We'd see them now and then. I didn't know what they were doing, who they were with. We knew they were doing stupid shit. Right. Yeah, what do you want to call it? Who's the most feared mobster of all time?
Man, I would have to think. I didn't know the guy, but I would have to think it's either, John Gotti or Crazy Joe Gallo, one of those two, because they were unpredictable.
I'm going to go with Al Capone.
Man, you went back, yeah.
Al Capone was, he was young. People don't know that. He was very young as a boss. And he beat a guy with a fucking baseball bat at the fucking table of a fucking meeting. he was fucking loose cannon for real, and he fucking took Chicago by storm.
Ripped another guy's nose off with a wrench.
Did he?
Yeah, with one of those piccolo wrenches, the plumber's wrench.
In Goodfellas, when Karen flushed the cocaine down the toilet after Henry gets out of jail, what amount of money did he say it was worth?
Was it $21,000? And he said, "That's it. That's all we have. That's all we got, Karen."
I totally don't know. Personally, I mean, I hope somebody's checking out here. Is it 21,000?
I want to say it was 21,000. I want to say it was 21,000, and then he has a tantrum. He tells her, "That's all we had, Karen."
Oh my God, he cries.
He goes, "Why did you do that?" He goes, "They were going to find it." And he said, "They would never have found it." He goes, "They were everywhere.
What are we going to do? That's all I had."
And he went into the fetal position and started crying.
Oh my God, what an actor. What an actor he played.
I love you.
Even though Henry Hill was a piece of shit.
Nobody likes a rat.
No. Who got the key to Henry for the Air France heist?
His uncle, Frenchie.
Was it his uncle?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was his uncle.
Related to his mother.
Man, Al, you fucking killed that fucking category. You got fucking Goodfellas down, I'll tell you that. Goodfellas and Godfather you got down. I'm gonna do a couple more. Name the actor who played Fredo in The Godfather.
Oh my God. Casella.
You're right, John Cazale. C-A-Z-A-L-E. He's also Meryl Streep's first love.
I see that. I did not know.
Oh wow,
Oh, yeah.
you knew who that guy was. That's pretty good. Okay, here's another one. What mob movie do you believe portrays the mob the best, the most realistic? We said what you like the best. What do you think? I'm gonna tell you what I think the most realistic was.
I'm gonna say something we haven't talked about. I'm gonna say Donnie Brasco.
Fucking great answer.
And
You know I interviewed Joe Pistone.
oh, I didn't know that.
I did. You can look in my playlist.
Good for you.
He's a great guy, Joe Pistone. We sat in my RV and we did an interview for an hour. He said it was the best interview he ever did.
I would say Donnie Brasco because I feel like everybody always tries to glorify in all these movies the actual, the wise guy, the street guys, and when you see somebody tearing apart a meter just to take quarters out of it, it shows you the grind. That you make money to earn.
You make a great point. As a man who was a big earner in the mob, I made a lot more money than some maid guys, and they always wanted a piece of me. I don't mean piece of me that because they were with us, but I had to go to my bosses and say, "Wait a minute, they put everybody. Nobody deals with Larry but me."
Good.
Because I had a lot of clout because I made a lot of money, and you're right, it is a grind. And a lot of people think it's all glory. And listen, there's good and bad to everything. I had some good times, I can't say I didn't. But there's always pressure on you to do the right thing.
Yeah, you always got to come up, right?
Absolutely. First of all, Al, I love having you here. These movies, we love it. We write, we talk about it at bars. Whenever we're out, we always do what we're doing. Who should play me in a movie about my life?
Man, Larry.
That's a good question, isn't it?
I would say... Man, that's tough, right?
Well, you got to remember, I was younger. I'm a little older, so I was in my 30s, young 30s.
You had hair?
I had hair, which I have pictures.
Yeah, he had hair, people.
I had hair, right?
He had hair. Man, I want to say somebody like, you know who I would get to play you? Jimmy Cahn's kid.
I don't know him. Is he?
Yes, he's a great actor. He's been in Varsity Blues, the movie. He's in Hawaii Five-0, the TV show. He plays Dano in Hawaii.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I think he would be a good choice. He can do the mobster.
I always look at two things. They have to have that New York accent, obviously the New York flair, obviously.
Yeah, which this.
I'll be a consultant, obviously, on the movie, and whatever you will, we'll be there and doing a lot of stuff. Obviously you want to say, Tom Cruise, but I'm a fucking fat, fucking ugly motherfucker. Even back then, I was no Tom fucking Cruise, that's for sure. But a lot of people would say something like not Mel Gibson, but a Bruce Willis.
Nah.
No, you don't think he could play me?
Nah, I don't think he could play you. It takes a certain kind. Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah, come on.
Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah, one of your Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, but he's great at John McClane. He's great at.
So who do you? Are you looking towards like a mob guy, like a Pesci, like a somebody? Obviously, they're too old now. You have to get. I don't know what young actors today are playing.
I would get that kid. That kid would be. That kid would be great. I think.
Really?
I think Tom Hardy would.
Again, I'm lost now.
Venom. You ever seen a movie Venom? He also was in a movie where him, Shia LaBeouf.
You're gonna blow me away.
Yeah, they're brothers, and even though he's English, but he does a great American accent.
But again, Al, I want to thank you again. Man, I love hanging with you. We love it. I hope you guys like it. We're talking a movie expert, Al Palacio, which we will have him back on. Everybody, please have a great day. Thank you, Al. Again, thank you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, make good choices. We don't want to see you in a bad way in any way. Enjoy what we're doing. Learn from it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the comments. I answer comments. You guys all know that. And I will see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.